What's that? A succulent hardpoint? Incredible. Can't wait. Ramstein, Peterson, let's get Championship Saturday underway.
Yep, should be a good time here to be able to see what these two teams are able to pack in. Shooting bots for the past handful of minutes. There's no reason why they shouldn't be warm. Peterson starting from the outside looking. Got 30 seconds off P1. They're right at the front door trying to break Ramstein off of P2's opening.
Good kills there coming through from Ramstein. They are going to hold those back spawns here for now. Ice-T to the double. Posthumous nade will make 3AM weak enough that he's going to have to back out of the play for a moment. But Ramstein just pushing players forward at the moment here proper. They are holding Peterson at bay. 35 seconds left. Finally, Loyal takes out Ice-T from the play. But Ramstein are right back in it. They're making sure that nobody from Peterson crosses that line. One player did get towards the hard point, but they're just chilling in the corner at the moment. Kimura's looking to try and take those last couple of players by surprise. And, well, he's going to do exactly that. Finds both kills. W play Kimura.
Yeah, able to break on in for a good bunch of this time as well. And that's going to be pretty damning for Ramstein. You really wanted a response back towards that 30 seconds. Soder's also finding one in rotation. And that should confirm just about everything. You got the spawns for new. And the rotation over towards new is already being held thanks to JR top art.
This is a key power position to hold. Peterson, strong position here in this game. Soda keeping an eye up top towards ammunition, just trying to dip and dive, keep that head down, keep his life intact. Switches over towards the double doors. 3AM will beam him though, so Ramstein now in towards the time. Again, you don't have top power position here, so you just need to take as much time away as possible on this hard point or try to get players behind proper, and that doesn't really look like it's happening. Both of those players shut down. Slide out from Loyal as well. Surely not the second Loyal. That is disgusting. Peterson now in for the back 30.
Peterson really coming to play right now. Able to see the coming of the age story through the lower bracket. They lost 3-0 to Nellis in that winners quarterfinal, thanks to the first round bye that they were given from their better seeding from the group stage. And this is probably the best that they've looked. Loyal in particular, like you said, just on that spree, 13-6 now, really enacting all the damage possible. But their setup is weakened. Yeah, 3AM's going to be able to take down Chimera. That puts Art under threat. Ice-T, if he could have found that kill, would have been good, but 3AM finds the trade regardless. Here comes the pinch.
Omen should be able to get Loyal. Oh, actually, no, take some shots before he can get the clean kills, so never mind. Towards the hard point, though, Viz still alive. He's being a nuisance. He actually finds a second kill. No way, third. No, Soda that weak off that gunfight, though. Has to hit the regen here. Towards the back of the hard point. There are more on the way. Loyal dealt with. Soda still not, though. They didn't clear up top. In the end, 3AM, he will win that gunfight, but you have nobody out the front of this hill. Finally, those players goes down, and you should get somebody out the front, but one player just spawned in the back line.
3AM? Oh, Soder won't be able to walk away with that kill. He's going to be pretty frustrated. That one, he head eyes 3AM to start that gunfight, but then 3AM played it wonderfully. His back to 16 seconds is just going to flip the lead ever so marginally as Peterson has anything to say about it.
Oh, Kimura. Alrighty. I don't hate this. You can really push Ramstein towards the back line. Unfortunately, using the gunfights, Kimura down to 39 HP, and he just can't survive a second. So fair play. Ramstein able to come back into this game after what was a somewhat solid hold on P4. They are now just behind Peterson in this game. Towards P1 we go. Sota trying to survive. Not going to happen. 3AM down by the double doors. And now Peterson dealing with the pressure from one side of the map. Kamura hits the reload, though. That's unfortunate. And I thought for a second there, maybe Ice-T was going to go for a flank. But instead, straight back towards the hard point they go. That team nade probably not going to help proceed.
No, it definitely isn't. I mean, you're definitely missing some kills. The Omen being at 311, going in towards the second set of rotations. But the kills aren't too far gone as far as the discrepancy is concerned. Neither is the lead. P1 is where Peterson got a good chunk of time. Ramstein already able to rectify that on the laundry list. The next is that they know that they're spawning too far out. Big one for Viz to take down Loyal over by the cuts. Has Soder to deal with for the scrap time. Should be traded. It takes a little bit more longer than anticipated. And by that time, they read that Loyal has spawned out. So now they're about to have numbers for this rotation. Give it 3AM. Just took down Chimera.
Now spawns just flips as well. Getting close spawns. So Peterson down men here. Sota, a lot to do. 1 versus 2 on the point. Good for the first. He's weak enough again that the trades are amazing from Ramstein, and they almost immediately flip the hill.
Yeah, that was a really good timing. They actually got one that spawned all the way in. 3AM took him down one more time. Viz warming up. Will get traded via the teammate. Look, you can't take down my teammate. I'll do it myself. Thank you, Omen, very much. Threat through the middle of the map is immediately being stuffed. Ice-T's watching this. Good pinch and good hold for the initial 30. Ramstein have flipped this lead emphatically.
That's just full control, isn't it? Back 20 seconds. Peterson, do you want to give this time up? That's the question you have to ask yourselves here. 5 will go for it. Last time it was Kimura. This time it's Loyal. And, well, both of those players actually end up going down in that ensemble of kills. So, Peterson, right now, down by 40 points or so. Ramstein now starting to move forward here. And they really want to try and flip out. Big gunfights here for Loyal to try and catch these guys off guard. 1 down, 2 more to go. He's weakened up by Omen. Now just trying to play survival and waste some time. But Viz takes off GIR from away. Loyal now trying to play his life. That's not going to happen. With that kill coming through from Omen, that is the flip that Ramstein wanted.
The power position's being looked at. It might be late for this rotation. Kimura not really aware of it, so he's going to give away his red dot in the 1v1 versus Fist. Being looked at from Omen, top art. Oh, it's absolutely sublime. Still 30 seconds left here at P3, and Peterson would do well to soak up the rest of it. 3M's timing's probably not the greatest. He does have a Hellstorm missile if they do need it on the rotation, of course, but you can't ask for a better swing of P1 to the P2 break into P3 to what we're looking at right now for Ramstein. Peterson going in towards the second set. This is the most time that they've gained right now.
This is big time for Peterson. And they do have players towards New, but one player is in the back. They've cleaned it out. Yep, they definitely think that they've cleared out the back line here. So Ice-T could go huge around the back line. He just needs to activate at the same time as players hit in the front. Here we go. Tiny time to go for Ice-T. Good for the first. Shots on the second. You don't need to finish that gunfight, but he does anyway. Beautiful play from Ice-T. Patience of a king.
Oh, tough 1v1 for Viz there. Good manipulation of the fixtures out of Soder. Is that the opening for Peterson to break on in? Because they could desperately use it. Kimura's pushed up all the way over towards the Jeep. They lost Viz towards the backside, and now it just comes out of the player's turtle inside the hill.
Peterson trying to hold this back 25 time. It will get them pretty close within touching distance of Ramstein. And they are at least considering hitting for this back 20 seconds. Players up top, though. Kimura is going to be a bit of a nuisance here. 3M, by the way, does have a Hellstorm missile from his earlier spree. Kimura on 5 of his own. You don't want to be feeding 3M. Just got in the back line, and Loyal completely checks it. Makes sure that nobody gets in the back line. And so that back 25 is secured. They are now within touching distance of Ramstein.
It's one of those, like, damned if you do, damned if you don't, for that back 20 seconds, right? Because even though you're going in towards a third set, you still did the legwork throughout the majority of that second set of hills. But it's transition out of Ramstein. They were trailing by 20, now they lead by 20 going in towards the second set. A little bit of a scramble all the way across the map. Ramstein starting to manipulate the B Street, trying to get behind enemy lines. Icy on a 3.
He's going to get shut down offside spree. Peterson on the right side of the map here for the moment. There is one player behind enemy lines, though. Sota, big 1v1 for the time. Oh, shot's not that great. Omen will pick up those gunfights, and Ice-T follows up with another one. Still, Spawn's not locked in just yet, and they do not know it. The way that they're looking across the map right now, Peterson about to surprise them. They're still winning the gunfights here, but they're so preoccupied with this back 15 seconds. Finally, JR reels his position. He will get cut down. And now all of a sudden, isolated by New. Sota needs to go big. Has to win that second gunfight against the player inside the pool. It's a big one. Sota gonna win it, and it keeps them in the game.
And with a headshot, no less, on the pistol. Buys time there for the reload. Again, still has the Hellstorm missile. Does 3M should they need it. 202 to 162. Peterson looking to hold this from the front. Nobody's really looking around the back, and Viz just walks in for free for 3.
Absolutely insane. Finally goes down, though. So that's the break that Ramstein wanted. That might be the moment here in this game we look back to as the moment that might win them said game. Peterson have to approach the front. Nobody's watching it, so they can just walk straight towards the hard point. Yeah, Soda can take down 3AM now. You're overwhelming the front of the hard point. You take a 2-for-1 trade. Loyal, one more.
Oh!
Loyal throwing up the kill, and that's Peterson now back in. Huge 20 seconds for them.
Loyal has a Hellstorm missile as well. Whoever loses his rotation, expect one to be called in. JR takes their own life. Where does he spawn? Probably closer over towards the P2 side. The spawns might be all over the place. Watch Ramstein sprint all the way across the map, trying to set themselves up inside of gold. P2 spawns here for Peterson, trying to play some exits. Loyal finds the first. Again, Hellstorm missile should be called in. It could flip out the map.
I feel like you kind of have to, right? This is the hill where it's probably most useful.
You just got to get top art.
Here, then, yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely get top art for sure. But if you're not going to use it here, then obviously use it to the rotation towards New. Either way, top art control right now is in control for Ramstein. Kimura, the only player at this point in time that has control of the hill. Or top side, excuse me. Omen looking for the kill. He gets shut down. 3 kills coming through for Peterson. Ice-T trying to hold on towards ARP, but the spawns aren't going to be affected regardless. Ice-T needs to win more fights. And while all that's going on, a chunky bit of time is going Peterson's way towards the hardpoint. Soda finally taken off it. One more survivor will be JR. He should be dealt with pretty damn quickly. So that's time for Ramstein. But Ice-T continuing to be a nuisance over by ARP.
Expect for that Hellstorm missile. Chimera still hanging out over by P4. That's a kill that they desperately need. The push through P3 is starting to come all the way through. Omen turns around to deal with it. Now you know the push is coming through from Palm Tree.
Kimura down. Loyal tagged up, 13 HP. That stun's going to connect. Just needs to survive. Hits the regen here towards the hard point. Gets the kill against Fizz. Needs another one, though, and he didn't expect Loyal to hit that quickly. So Ramstein now looking pretty good here for the back few seconds. Peterson trying to cross no man's land. Every single second that goes by is a second more to doom. It's Ramstein that take map number 1.
The Hellstorm missile is just not being used. I guess we G8'd it at the beginning of the day, Brody. That's tough scenes, man. It's just like the one piece of utility you have to like curve it into to gold and or even just pressure it around the back. It still gets the splash damage for the players trying to take refuge inside that building. Like, you could have flipped that immediately, getting top gold control with an AR. Oh, that could have been so easy. Or at least get out 3AMs, who was still holding on to his, I think, in response. 4,000 damage out of Ice-T.
3AM, it does feel like that's kind of half the battle, right? Just make sure he's off the map and you should be perfectly fine. We'll see whether or not that's the case, though. 3AM, he's taking one of his routes off the start here. And oh, God, 3AM, if you're going to put something beautiful like that on a screen, you got to follow through.
2 for 2 trades, though. He's Loyal down low. Might be able to find the A's, honestly. Bomb's going to get collected for Ramstein, and that's what could set it up.
Yeah, is that bomb side down inside sight? I believe that it is.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that's,
it is.
Yeah, that's difficult for Ramstein. I will say the good news, I guess, for Ramstein is that Peterson don't actually know that that's the case here. At least that's certainly the way that they're playing. Maybe Loyal does, but I think he's just keeping an eye on the A site as opposed to the bomb itself. JR, on the other hand, is going for the world's longest flank onto himself. Ramstein now trying to activate, trying to get back into the site. Here we go. Entry. Viz has just seen one. Loyal also spotting out Viz. Omen now the wild card in the play. Both players spotted out. You take a trade now. I don't know if that nade connected. JR and Loyal, or Viz, excuse me, on Loyal, both on headies. Viz trying to back away. Hits the reload at the wrong time. Loyal will throw shoulders. It is Viz that needs to make the move forward here. He knows it as well. They've slid forward. Loyal slide out towards the site.
Dirty.
And it takes a jump shot to close it. Viz, surprised he even got a look at that gunfight.
Yeah, no, that was dirty. I mean, just trying to play for the timing, right? You heard it starting to tick down. Loyal will end up getting the entire ace there. That tracking onto the player that dropped down inside a spiral. Disgusting. This challenge, egregious as it may have been, he very much so could have just reprised over by the big door, giving up the head glitch, and probably would have found better timing, given that Viz had to play for the bomb plant with the timing on the clock. Loyal said, nah, I'm good, bruv, and then he just took the chow anyway. Red screen, be damned. The entire ace is great. 4 kills in a single round. No trophy systems, probably on a handful of players. This fast offense over towards B is going to stick. That's a great nade on a Chimera's forehead.
Loyal going to go down, so any streak that he was possibly putting together will be shut out. Ramstein were defending the B side, or A side, excuse me. No one was over there, so now they're going to have to reposition here. Chimera might get some horrible timing. Oh, he converts that kill. No way. He's not going to get the second 3M for the trade, but the fact he gets the first, that's disgusting.
Yeah, it sure is. No helicopter being looked at either. Soder's just holding this angle. This is nameplate. Yeah, should be revealed off the window peak, but you don't get all of the greatest aim assists in the world off of the initial peak there. All about the centering. Watch out for JR. He's trying to get activated. Yeah, inside of bottom trips. He finds the player that challenges him out from bottom lockers, but nobody's been watching out for Omen. Oh, you just got scouted.
Oh. Yep. Shot. Oh, what? My Amos doesn't do that. Soda down. JR now split between the two. Has to waste time taking Omen out of the play. I don't even think he's going to get that. Omen shots are on point. That was the tastiest little play from Omen.
Player that we were starting to highlight. You remember going back through P3 back in the Vault map 1, man? He was like 1-7 or something. He was having an absolute stinger. Like, he finishes that map 19-25, Brody. Like, he turned that around immensely. Hey, he's an absolute beamerson, and I think coming into the search and destroy, like I said, like, he's going to be that player, especially on defense. He was top zips. He drops down off the courtyard. That was the reaction off of the nade. He was the one that landed it right on a Chimera, and that slowed up his positioning to try to help out what was going to be Loyal's assault over towards the backside of bottom trips. Wonderful manipulation of the map early out of Ramstein.
It's the same play again from 3am. They're wise to it. Wait, no. You nutter. Don't do that. Don't do that. Wait till you hit the regen. All right, cool. Now we can take the fight. Stun over the top. JR preoccupied with Viz. Oh, it's a beautiful team play. 3am looking for more to try and clear out the A site. That's the play call from Ramstein. Unfortunately, the bomb carrier goes down. So, despite a beautiful play from Viz and 3am, Ramstein's still at a disadvantage here.
3am starting to get activated, though. They're just going to play the corner inside of lockers. Players are starting to hunt out Viz. He's going to give up that angle. 3am starting to move now. There's a player laying on the AA gun. He's just not going to see it as Chimera. And this timing to drop down low just could be about everything. But they're so close to setting up a well-coordinated pinch. It just comes down to the timing. Player on the AA gun. Or the glass break and finds the chow. No trade from 3am. It's too late.
He spotted the player, but he's gone. Smoke and mirrors. 3am. Have fun with this one, buddy. Kimura with a jump shot. That stun will connect. Doesn't even matter. Kimura with a nice tasty shot to take 3am down. And yeah, I mean, right at the start of the round, right? Great play from Viz and 3am. But when your bomb carrier can't actually get in the site, you are going to lose the round.
Yeah. And it just comes down to the stellar defense that we've been seeing down low continuously. And, you know, if you go back to, like, Peterson versus Misawa, the one thing that Misawa was, like, continuously doing on the protocol search and destroy, and I'm sure that Peterson are very aware of this because we were talking to them about it in their post-match interview, was how many times that they were just dropping down that elevator shaft. They're very aware of those grenades to stop that dead in its tracks, and that's exactly where the bomb carrier was going, man. It doesn't matter the route that you're starting to take. It's 2 offenses in a row. We're going to have to see some better adaptations coming through. But Peterson going to try their odds at it. Nobody's here.
Yeah, this just looks so much better from Peterson right now. Ice-T has to get some value here. Slide out. You put some shots in towards one. Shots in towards both, but 3am on the flank down low. He's so damn fast. You just need somebody to dangle some keys in front of their faces, and 3am will sweep the leg. What about this play?
Now watch it. He hit the fastest route you could possibly imagine all the way up top. Dead silence, fully cleared. Ice-T went for the chow, and when it looks like if you're just watching from his POV, he totally scams. The fact that he stays alive gets all the information. 3am saw nobody top grandmas. Drops down the elevator shaft behind them to couple that along with Ice-T for the pinch. It was almost an ace, but that was all developed from Omen getting that slide and seeing 3.
Alright, 2 versus 2. In terms of rounds, 4v4 in terms of lives. Straight towards the B-bomb site, Ramstein go. They will overwhelm Sota, and all those players that were inside Armory now have to pull all the way back. No one's watching the bomb carrier, it's worth saying. 3am still getting a position, but it doesn't matter because 3am has a schnapper to work with. Second player on the board. Oh, 3am takes them down so easily. 5 in a row now for the man, and they know where the last player is.
Yeah, they sure do. Top trips. Good headshot there on Omen. Always taking the different angles and routes. You got Ice-T watching the drop out from the zip window, and that's exactly where they're going to try to take refuge. Ramstein, as clean as you could possibly imagine there, to add another one on towards the board. Their defensive nades are absolutely on point, man. It's just like or their offensive nades, excuse me, just to be able to depict a whole lot of information and make everybody feel trapped. It's either these trophy systems are going down late, or they're just being used in improper spaces to not be denying nades when you need them defensively to be able to take some space. Ramstein team is definitely prepared, and when 3am is feeling himself, we've seen all tournament long, he's doing stuff like this.
You just got to find a way to stop the aggression from Ramstein. Play to their place. Here we go again. Peterson in towards the site. Oh, 1-for-1 trade is fine. Loyal towards the back line. Finds 2. So now 2 versus 2 as Viz takes Kimura out of the play. You're fine with this, though, because you have bomb site control. Use that to your advantage.
You're good with this for now. Should have been. Give it up. Spidey senses. 3am's dead. What looker are you possibly worried about? Omen normally hits the route all the way through AA gun, but they're going to wrap this. And Viz's timing to stop this. What?
Oh, no. I really thought Viz had conned that. I really thought Viz knew. I guess it doesn't matter. They find JR anyway. And now I guess you just got to wait. Yeah, they've just spotted him. You're dead. Loyal, you got to play something super special here to stop this Omen keeping an eye on the top. That stun not going to connect. You're now watching over the site, and Omen just needs to sit on the defuse. Yeah, I mean, I guess you're unfortunate you don't get it on the first time right proper, but you end up finding the kill anyway.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to be kicking yourself if you are Peterson, right? Because, like, you're probably going to go back, watch this VOD, and then you're going to, like, see, and it's like, I feel like one of them had to have calmed that just to plant the rock, right? Like, you almost feel like you got the trades that you shouldn't have been worried for the timing of the flank. Just try to get yourself in, like, the most winningest position possible, but then the Ben Hill music continued as we got over towards Biz's perspective as completely underneath his nose of Cobblestone. Didn't check the bomb. But the retake came through nonetheless. I don't know. Very, very odd scenes. Very odd indeed. 2-round lead now for Ramstein. Omen's on 3. Offense was very fast over towards B. Peterson thinks it's over towards A this time, and there's resistance over here offensively.
Viz has already taken a couple players out of the play as well. RC car! Oh god, I think that might actually be the first RC car kill we've seen all week. Normally they get blown up or someone gets out of them before they get a kill. Either way, we're just down to JR now, and it's not long. Your expiry date is in a second. Ramstein continue to roll through this search and destroy.
Yeah, it's the same nade that is set offensively that always gets thrown by Ramstein. And I'm sure that a lot of people are probably taking this into their ranked games and have been as well. You've probably been affected by this as the defensive team that's trying to push over towards that bottom zip area to try to meet over by Big Door. You get hit with that nade, that's all the information that you need. Ramstein split the map 2-2, nobody topped Grandma's, and then once that nade connected, they just sprinted all the way through. Viz, I believe he was the one that threw it, but he was definitely the one that was able to reap the benefits from it. Now map point for Ramstein.
And it just feels like this early on in this S&D. Peterson haven't had anything to say. They are going to get aggro towards B. They realize that winning those opening gunfights on A hasn't really been a positive for them whatsoever. Omen tagged up top armory as well, so he's going to have to slow down. No more coverage over the middle of the map here for Ramstein. B bomb site has been obtained. The problem is there's players close towards site. Ice-T is going to be a nuisance, yet he takes Lil down, and now you're in trouble.
It just gave up way too much space, right? You could just play the trades if you're Peterson, extend this just a little bit. Soder. Red dot chasing. Chill out a little bit here. Oh, bomb being looked at, though. Ice-T, what timing is that? He's going to get traded, but the bomb has been dropped. 1v2?
You know what the player is. Omen finds the kill. Does he get away? No way. No way. Immediate child coming through. I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him. Hits the regen. Just get away. Go get the bomb. What are you doing? Go. You can go grab the bomb and get it down. You know where Omen is.
Dude, Soder's gotten his 1 kill this round, and he is just thirsty for blood, dude. He's looking for it, man. He actually made the perfect wrap.
All right, never mind. Never mind. We went from like a 25 IQ play to 120 IQ play. This is incredible. Soda, get that bomb down. He's not going to be able to stop this, Omen. So it's all going to be about the post plant. He's planting it for zip side. Does Omen read it? On the hunt. They're about to chase. Soda looking in the direction. Omen will take full damage for this play. He's got to go for it. He's not going to use that stun, but it doesn't matter because Soda repositions himself. Unfortunate CoD timing. He sat there and looked. He would have got that dub, but Omen clutches up Ramstein 6-2.
6-2 final score there, and honestly, I don't blame him for not throwing that stun. More often than not, when I throw that stun, it just kind of bounces straight back up in my schnoz, and then I just give away my position, and then I just kind of scam the round. But, yeah, able to find the time to drop it down, and the reposition coming through from Soder. That was just a very interesting way for the last 2 rounds to develop. I will say that much out of Ramstein versus Peterson in a map number 2. But, hey,
I don't know
first
why.
we feast, man.
Oh, brother. Oh, let's go. Oh, we're going to do some content with Hot Pockets. Anyway, let's talk about Ramstein versus Peterson. Big map for Peterson to try and take away if they possibly can. And already off the start here, they're looking towards trade. Soda trying to get top side control. He's going to get shut down enough to find initial. Ice-T, though, will lose his fight. So Peterson looking all right at the moment, but they got to start getting players up the map.
Yeah, sure do. And I almost could feel like a pin was going to drop there for like that next 10 seconds, just underneath a minute. Couple kills do come through on the map. Loyal up to 3-0. He's going to be the one that you're most going to be watching out for. Who's already through the awning. He's at bottom secret immediately. You heard footsteps. They're going to isolate Ice-T. 3 a.m. Trying to find the route for that trade. Will do so. Hopping on the A zone, stalling out the clock.
Peterson trying to hold on. Biz runs out into the open, and he's going to get shut down. This is solid from Peterson. Every single point of coverage is being watched right now. Oh, God. Ice-T has just ruined JR's day. And how many more days can he ruin? Still alive, by the way. One player just got past, and, well, that is still Kimura, who still needs to be dealt with, technically. He's going to actually take 3 AM down, and, well, for that, Loyal also going to take Ice-T out of the play. You've now lost top secret control. You've got just over 15 seconds on the clock to make a move here. Everybody needs to go down through the fences side. Loyal really heating up now. JR also finds 2, and that really should be it. Omen has to be the playmaker. You've got 4 seconds. He, at the very least, is going to try and stop the clock here. But, I mean, you were all by your lonesome.
Yeah. I think that's what's, like, the most alarming part about it all, is that you are all by your lonesome. So, 0 segments. Peterson starting off the defensive side. This is what I was talking about, bro. This is something you could build behind. Loyal starting to heat things up again, off away from that map, too. Not saying that he didn't have impact, but not as much as a pop-off performance as what we got from that Vault hardpoint. I'll tell you that much, but this is something that you're going to need a lot of. Just try to manipulate the map. Someone bait for Loyal and just set himself up for, like, easy 2 to 3 pieces. Because once this guy has space, he can start to produce some magic. That opening break-off brought to you by some very good utility. Allowed him to get inside a bottom secret post-opening kills. Allowed him to find 6 within that round. Going to come down to Ramstein and potentially offer up the same amount of goods. But as we're going in towards this round, trophy systems would be available.
And that is the difference, I guess. Starting things off on the defense, as you said, you do have those trophy systems, but unfortunately for Ramstein, they fully committed to a rock towards A push. That's not the play call whatsoever for Peterson. They might well get a tick of progression off the bat here. Ramstein are now going to full send it here on the defense. Omen over the top, trying to get some shots through. Finds the kill. That's a stun that bops your teammate's head. B goes down, finds the kill. Doesn't get all of the trades. Omen is the player to do that, but that is 1 tick gone based off the off-the-rip movement from Ramstein.
Oh, nice shots out of Kimura. He's going to cut down Omen on that cross. I see. Oh, he's going to try to delay pick it. Where these stuns are coming through the overtop of arches. Ice-T repeaks the opposite side, goes 1 for 1. Is it going to be enough, though? I mean, here comes the push. The first segment's already locked over at B, but Peterson are relentless.
Peterson now starting to move forward as well. Ramstein trying to hold on through Tin. Nice slide out from Ice-T. Gets the double. That's the hold for the moment here. They are just a moment away, I should say, from losing control of the point. Viz and Omen, they might have just salvaged it from the back of the line. They will make sure that B doesn't go just yet. Peterson, they still want this.
Good prediction. Shots coming through there from Icy. Keeps at least 1 player weak. It was Loyal. No space could be found off of this. Peterson, again, just trying to force their way in towards the B zone to work that segment. Tough gunfight for Loyal. He's able to walk away with it. 2 for 2 trade. It's 3 AM for 2 on the opposite side. He's trying to find the opposite pinch to stop the A zone from being worked on. He's finding success in doing so. And then Loyal's going to get snucked out, trying to get a desperate push for that last segment. He just needed to wait for his team.
Yeah, I don't really get it either, to be honest. Either way, Peterson now starting to split the offensive line just a little bit here. Progress being made on A at this point in time. Ramstein, they will at the very least will clear it out. A couple of players now to spawn, getting towards the point. Loyal survives the initial gunfight. Couple of players, Loyal turns around, picks up 3 AM as well. It took them an effort or 2, but point B has finally been secured, and now Peterson just have 1 point to focus on.
Yeah, the relentless assault finally paying off. 3 Am's going to go on a very long route all the way through open stairs. By then, Peterson have already found 2 kills. Viz has found a trade on the opposite side, but look at the space being provided. JR's already through bottom office.
Starting to clear the space now. Peterson, second tick through. Soda recognizes 3 AM from down high. Now all the presence coming through Winery. They've just got to pick corners. JR goes for the slide chow that isolates Soda towards the point. You've got 3 players to contend with. You can only take down 1. Posthumous Nade will take down the second. 7v6 now. Second tick through. 3 AM trying to hold on. You can feel the desperation in the way that Ramstein are playing around this point. Loyal now starting to puncture holes in the defense. 5 versus 4. Still. Time stopped. Still. Players on the point until 3 AM comes down. He finds 2. 3 versus 3 we go.
Gotta be playing the trades, but that last segment's already being worked on. The kill goes away from the zone. Now there's just a couple players that are missing. Kimura, JR have isolated themselves, but Kimura finds first. 2v2.
Diamond goes down. All down to Ice-T.
1v1.
Brings it down to a 1 versus 1. This is a big save of a round if Ice-T can manage it.
Hop on the zone.
JR, I mean, yeah, you just need to hop on the zone. But he's going to play the off angle. Ice-T. Cheers left. Sees him. Gets the kill. And he saves the round. Oh my goodness me. Ramstein thanking their lucky stars and really thanking Ice-T that he wins that 1 versus 1.
They had a 3-life lead the majority of that round, still lost the B zone. Peterson, square peg, round hold their way all the way to a B zone capture, and almost got away with a hamburgery at the end there for the final segment to be captured at A. Just relentless assaults, just over towards the B zone, just gets all over Ramstein, thinking that that's where the majority of the push is going to be coming from. No routes to be taken or given for 3 a.m. They actually had a really tough go of things in that defense. There's a reason why Peterson were able to bring it all the way back. Just really well done out of Loyal, willing his team through that 16-8 now. But still that 5 segments, albeit a defense for a defense, is what you're going to have to meet if you're Ramstein.
Good first blood for Ice-T. Good second for Ice-T as well. Starting to move up the map a little bit. Ramstein need this round. Ice-T starting this round on a killing spree. 5-2 his name. And now really starting to force the aggression even further. Ice-T trying to generate some space for his roster. Has to be careful with a Jackal player. I know that thing's deadly. You don't want to run out into open space and almost immediately die. Ramstein just on the whole here. Really focused on generating space. Somebody, please jump on the objective, because you're getting a lot of kills here. There we go. Finally, round on A. First hit going to be through from Ramstein, the double stack, but Loyal, you haven't accounted for him behind. Loyal clears out the point, and Peterson now just have to work up those players, getting those spawn kills.
Just needed a second player to hop on that A zone and would have been able to get that second segment. Loyal, I believe, was able to find, or I'm sorry, Ice-T on this 8 spree just needs a kill or an assist, and he'll find the kill. Hellstorm missile has been accrued. Third segment being worked on over by A, depleted now by JR. They're trying to turtle things up, but Ramstein are all over the place. Ice-T still alive on 11 in a row. Give him number 12. 13 is coming his way. He's prepared for it, but cannot walk away with it. The fact that we have not fully captured a zone off of all of that is insane to me still, but we're still slaying.
Ice-T with the 10 spree. I think it was 12 is what he finished on, right? That is insane. I was actually going to say as we jumped over to him, are nukes allowed? Are they a thing in competitive? I don't think they are, but if they were, Ice-T would probably have been on course for one there. Either way, you're
CoD
right.
Mobile,
Yeah, 5 players down. CoD Mobile they are. Yeah, we should be playing CoD Mobile right now, because that would be real fun to see Ice-T get himself a nuke. Either way, yeah. Aggression, not that great right now. 18 versus 13. Ramstein need to start focusing on the objective. They need to get some power position control as well. Stuns and utility over the top. Ice-T going to lose control of one of those power positions. 3 a.m. towards the point. Good for one, but nobody's looking forward. Loyal able to use that to his advantage. He will get the players off the point.
Desperation setting in. Dude. 20 seconds remain. Their life lead dwindled down to 2. Ramstein have to hop a zone. And when you need him most, the guy that went on the 12 spree is playing the Merc corner, finds the first. He's still on the zone, stalling the clock, prepare for the second, he cannot.
At the very least, we'll turn the attention of Peterson towards that point. A is about to go. There we go. Extra 60 seconds, but that life advantage has disappeared in front of their very eyes. They only have a 2 life advantage now. And they're just trying to play trades at this point in time. Good read from Viz that Soda might be trying to attempt to flank, and that really should be it here in this round. One last wave of gunfights, and, well, it would be over. Omen able to take down one on the point. Hits the reload at the wrong time. Still alive somehow. Great coverage from the teammates. That's 4 dead. That's 4 down. Ramstein take the first offense in this control.
Yeah, they do it via the segments, too. I think, again, that is what's most important. Now they are just leading in that department by 1. Should they go for the full hold, it goes around 5. Ramstein will have that defense, but they got to do what is seemingly impossible as far as both sides of the control zones are possible, and that is just stabilize the ground. Ice-T's opening from the 3. The fact that he finds this third to start the go on the 5 spree, and then continue on to what we saw through bottom line, back up through top office, poking back over by the boathouse. It's just amazing how hard it was to be fought for a 6-segment capture offensive win. Like, I cannot stress that enough. I ain't never seen something like that before. Here we go. Peterson got to answer back with an offensive if they want to stay alive in this best of 5.
Yeah, they got really close last time. I think it was Ice-T that was in the 1 versus 1 at the end, right? If I remember that correctly as well.
That's right.
Yeah, Ice-T is real the man for Ramstein here in this game. God, I can't wait for a post-match interview with him if they do end up winning this one. Either way, Ramstein need to hold on for the moment, and they first time actually clear the B zone this time around. Peterson are actually dealing with players pushing up the map too. Viz trying to catch the guys off spawn, coming through. JR will get shut down. All of the players are losing their fights right now. All they're relying on one sneaky beaver who has gotten through.
3AM not going to be able to get that kill over by Wine. Instead, going to give his red dot up to Chimera, trying to find pressure all the way up top. He's the only one that's finding any sort of ground. So any kill that he can find is going to be space provided for his team. Finally getting past the arches, Brody.
Finally getting some control of the map here. Ramstein seems to be deadly focused on making sure they don't lose the B zone. There's actually a double stack going on at the A zone right now, so Ramstein want to be careful about this one. Ice-T through you is going to get shut down. 2 players here. 2 kills. Good for Peterson, I should say. Omen going to fire back with a couple of his own, and that means that no more players on the A zones. The timer will start clicking once again. Omen keeping an eye on the middle of the map. Viz now loses a gunfight towards top secret. So Peterson, once again, starting to make these move forward proper, but they don't really have much to work with.
Time dwindling down. Only 1 second to be captured. Ice-T finds kill number 30 in map number 3. You think he wants to continue on with the tournament? This kill feed is definitely suggesting so. 12 seconds remain. Loyal's not going to read the corner. It still didn't read it. Jumps right over his forehead. We're running out of time, but they're on the A zone. The 2-player stack is in.
Yeah, 3AM though. He's here. He's been a nightmare for Peterson. And he always comes at one time. It's 3 AM. Loyal will find one. Trying to get past. Again, you take the trades. If you're Ramstein, you're going to get on a point. 1 second. They're on it. 0.7 seconds on the clock. Kill for Soda. Double stack through. Second tick. Going to be in. Ramstein looking for control of the point. Ice-T with a slide out. Peterson might have just saved the round, and they do.
You gotta be careful off this transition now. Omen. Oh, he couldn't walk away with the first kill. Snaps back to find the exit. 2 for 1 goes the trade. Ice-T stuck in the 1v1 now. Over by the hedges that enabled his 12 spree. Over towards the B zone. First segment looking good to get capped.
No way. There's just no way. Ramstein, don't chuckle this. You got an 11 versus 8 player inside tin. Oh god, Loyal has just done it. Ice-T has full sent the Hellstorm missile. The reinforcements are gone. Peterson now just all on 1 player. Loyal gets stunned out of tin, so they know he's not there anymore. He's got the reinforcements. I'm shocked that nobody from Ramstein moved up the map after getting those kills from Ice-T. Nobody tried to get rid of Loyal either, so that's 2 problems they're going to have to live with. And now towards the point, they're losing the fight. Ice-T will double up. He goes down. 3 AM to 17 HP. He gets shut out as well. Ramstein, you got to run towards the point. They're going to capture it if you don't get on it. Omen towards the point. He finally takes 1 player down. 2 on the other side. Peterson, 3 versus 4 here. Omen using the Mercury's corner, just trying to play the life. Hits the reloads, a nade for the kill. 2 versus 1 now, all down to Soda versus Fizz. 1 versus 1. Do you get on the point? You got to get on the point. Fizz does it. Contests it. Shot out from Soda. He wins it, and he salvages the control.
10 segments to the good, able to force out the round 5. And again, you called it. Hellstorm missile used. No space taken off the Hellstorm that found 2. I cannot believe it. And now, because of a round 5 force, Ramstein are going to have the offense off of what should have been a single segment hold in the defense. We should have been talking about their next series and how Buckley has a 1-0 lead off stage. But we're not. Instead, we're loading into a round 5 offense. Ice-T looking to drop 50 at this rate to potentially win and deny any reverse sweep potential.
Man, I don't even know what to say. We'll talk about it after the map. If Ramstein do end up losing this now, they have to win another offense, and it might be too much to ask for. Ice-T hasn't had the phenomenal start that he had previously. He's trying to be a nuisance up top. I think Peterson might well just ignore him and let the players come off the spawn. No, never mind. Loyal's actually coming back to try and take Ice-T out the play. On the other side, Soda is moving on the max to be an annoyance. And there we go. Ice-T's been found out. You ain't getting a 12 spree this time.
Nope. Nice shots coming through from Omen again. We'll find at least 1 trade, but he's the only one on the map that's finding said kills. Nobody's picking up the bottom U-turn push. Everybody was worried about top office. Everybody just died over by the A control zone, by the way. Ramstein, we gotta lock in.
Gotta have it. Big 1 versus 1 here for 3 AM. Slides out. Loyal knows it. Dance around on the B point. 3 AM doesn't know where Loyal is. Loyal could still give him the shock of his life, but no, gets the coverage over the top here. Omen from afar, good for it. 3 AM can't follow up the kill of his own. It's a double from JR. Towards the point now, Viz trying to salvage it, and that's not going to happen. So the clearance of the point is good. Ramstein, you've got to focus on one of these points as a team right now.
Oh, man. They're so bewildered just off of just being here in this round 5. It should have been done in 4. 20 seconds remain. Viz finds 1 kill. Ice-T gives away his position inside a U-turn. The only player is going to be Viz. Easy turn there from Loyal. 35 and 20. 10 seconds remain.
Loyal's going to be a constant nuisance as well. Soda, good trigger discipline, ends up getting the kill regardless. Shut down off the trade. It's going to be the A hit. It's again Loyal, though. You haven't cleared out behind. JR from up top as well. A combination of that. That should be it. One last little push from Ice-T. He has to go big as well, but he cannot be a superhero now. Oh, never mind. JR goes for the mantle. Ice-T survives. I don't think you can get another player on the point, though, and you cannot. Peterson, ruining our predictions, ruining Ramstein's control. They will take it.
There's just no reason whatsoever that they should have been in that round 5 in the first place. They just completely fumbled it in that round 4 to allow all of that space to go over towards the A control zone and then just throwing away their lives, not taking away positioning over off of the Hellstorm missile. 39-30 is a crazy stat line whether you win or lose. 33-25.
You will have better luck against better teams. And to me, you do definitely need to nail that down. So we'll see or not that efficiency improves as we move further into this series or further into the tournament if Ramstein do end up going further. Right now, they end up with the first wave of gunfights, but it is not them on the point. Peterson get the first 10 seconds and they finally get removed.
Shot for player number 6 is Ice-T coming off that hot hand, shut down immediately off that flank.
Oh!
Nice little knife kill coming through from JR. Secures top of that window. That just means that the rotation is still secured. We even saw this back in map number 1, Brody. Just do not give the opening team a 30-second advantage all off of map 1. Loyal remembers that, tries to deny it, but then gets traded immediately.
All right, Ramstein should be able to get the scrap time here. We move towards P2. Peterson, first team over. And they've got players in all the power positions here, making sure that everything is being watched. Soda, a lot to do on the point. Oh, God. Oh, God. The coverage to the car gave Ice-T away towards the hard point. Fortunately, Loyal is good for the trade. So Peterson, first team to touch, and now you've started to move players away from the fences. They are stacking bodies on towards the point. They're batting down the hatches. Ice-T, tip of the spear for Ramstein. Stun connects, needs to try and play his life elsewhere. Kills being made for Ramstein, so they're starting to make their way up the driveway. Viz trying to play his life around the front. It's only down to one player on the point. Soda weakened up, he's dead. Ramstein break within the first 25.
Yeah, the long play to be able to get the back driveway spawns. 3AM's going to be good for a handful more, but you still got to be worried about Kimura. Finally traded. Loyal still here to find that one as well. Still pushing through the main lobby of the mansion, by the way. 3AM more than aware that there's bodies around here, blood splattered against the wall, but he's not prepared for the gunfight. Peterson should be able to break back in here. They do have numbers. You're going to have an off-screen gunfight as well. JR is lurking inside a tin for the rotation over towards News. So double ditch effort coming through here for Peterson, trying to turn scrap into initial.
Peterson, fortunate to break back in there, as you said, and also have control of the new hardpoint. Ramstein going to be a minute here before they actually transition in towards the back. Back spawn's now actually obtained. Omen and Viz through the front are going to be shut down. So now Peterson should be wise to this one. They're watching it. 3AM actually allowed a lot of space to push this hardpoint. How on earth does 3AM get away with that? Now using the wraparound towards the outside. That should shock the last player. No. Soda actually wise to it. Keeps an eye on it. And now Ramstein having to take that last player out. Soda might have just wasted enough time for the rest of the team to make their way over. JR trying to get control of the kill once again. Does exactly that for the first. He's opened the door for Peterson to get back in.
Shots out of Omen, sets up Viz for an easy cleanup there. Soder's still trying to fight for the back scrap time. Still 20 seconds left, but gotta start thinking about the rotation over towards New. That's where the rest of his teammates are starting to gung-ho their way forward. Nobody was angering towards the spawns. Soder spawns all the way out. Oh, Ice-T, what a read that is. He starts the gunfight immediately. Now they know that they have at least the coverage of the splits. Any isolated gunfight would be good, but Loyal, he finds that Ice-T got left behind. Viz took the gunfight over by Lambo, and Peterson break on in.
All right, Peterson, you've got the first wave of gunfights. Now all about the hold. Most of this pressure is coming from one side of the hard point. Ice-T can open things up with the first blood. Only one player isolated inside right now. Yeah, Ice-T doesn't even need any help. He just runs right in, gets another gunfight. Just Ice-T things. Starting to warm up in this game. 7 and 10. If he can get things going, it would be huge for Ramstein. But with Ramstein in towards the hard point now, all about winning the trades. And almost immediately, as I say it, JR picks up 2 and they've lost control.
Immediate spawns should be a very quick hit coming through for the back 20 seconds of the first set. Ramstein just setting up here through open staircase. Loyal is shrieking out. 13 and 8. Looking to extend it towards 3. He slides around, does Chimera. And he'll meet alongside of Loyal for another 2 spree. But Omen, Viz, they fight back in for a consolation of about 10 seconds. You could not ask for a closer development of this map number 4. Teams are just about neck and neck.
Yeah, that P4 especially was back and forth between both teams, right? I mean, Rock is supposed to be somewhat chaotic, but it was almost like there was some kind of order to said chaos with the way that the teams constantly traded control of that kill. And as we hit the second set here, same thing once again happening with both teams trying to vie for topside control. Nobody willing to jump in the hard point just yet. 3AM down. Viz looking to get topside control. He gets shut out with those kills. Maybe Peterson feel confident enough now to get into the hard point. Ice-T trying to transition for a second. That doesn't happen. Majority gunfights going Peterson's way. They're very happy to take control now.
They sure are. They lost the spawns back driveway last P2, Brody. Looking like they're setting up to try to deny this time around. Viz is going to take down one off of Old Soder. He's thinking that he could be there for the immediate trade, but it's all just a ruse. Play around the back. Ice-T takes down Kimura. They didn't clear all of JR. He thought he was anchoring the spawns. They don't have numbers this side.
Player in the back line. As you said, JR's not been cleared. Doesn't even matter. Not even relevant to the play. Peterson instead will just take Ice-T down. Now they have control. 2 players on Rockside. 2 players coming around the back as well. This pinch needs to be played perfectly, but you've already lost one of the players in the selection. Kimura Dingle. Both players are on the front, but both players on the back have actually found some value here. So this hit could still work out. Problem is, Ice-T goes a little bit earlier than Omen does, and so he gets shut down.
Yeah, it's still got these back driveway spawns, though. Player pushed up is 3AM. He's playing for the exits over by the Rock Hill. Player number 1, Loyal, inside the time, trying to hold that space so that way his teammates can join him a little bit further forward. 30 seconds left to fight over here. Ramstein are setting themselves up wonderfully to get all of it.
Trades once again. Loyal pushing through towards the hard point. One more player to deal with. 1 versus 1. 3AM going to win it. 4 spree now for 3AM. And that should be the back 15 locked here for Ramstein. So the back and forth continues through this hard point. These guys locked in an intense battle with neither looking like either is going to pull away. Ice-T, difference maker in the control, wants to be so once again. Will be allowed to hit the regen here. Peterson keeping a very close eye on said flank. I think they take their eye off it just for a moment, and he starts to push up towards the hard point now. Ramstein poking their head in towards the hill. They have control. Ice-T still a nuisance, by the way, on said flank.
Oh, man, with the pistol. Is it good enough? 2 kills at the trades? Answer's no. But still, that hard-fought battle on the backside of P2 keeps things interesting. It just means that Ramstein can continue on to be as scrappy as ever. Nades over the top, being met by trophy systems. Loyal, though, slaying out 19 and 15. 22 and 11 out of Chimera. And he'll get that last trade for the time. 20 seconds, and Ramstein got to start rotating over towards you now.
You would certainly think so. Peterson do get that scrap time, and Ramstein, and neither team were able to really hold it properly last time around. Both teams kind of lost it within 10 seconds of a hold. Ramstein won't have better fortune. Nobody watching that P2 side, though, and Loyal's able to run straight for the... Royal not traded for the second? Hello? Somebody please get a trade. Loyal just waltzes in, grabs 2. Now Peterson have control.
Chimera's on 6 in a row, 24 and 11. You can combine that for the 45 kills for Loyal and his efforts over towards the Rock Hill and for the break. Here comes 3AM. Triple body stacked around each one of the corners. He gets stunned up. It's a bruise. Ice-T for the pinch. 3AM stays alive. I don't think Kimura did enough to get that Hellstorm missile, but a break required for Ramstein, and they delivered.
They're doing it again. JR right back through. How is this hill played the exact same way as it was? Break after break after break. Constant momentum shift. Kimura now trying to hold on towards the hard point. Back on yet another spree. 26 and 12. He cannot survive the onslaught. So Ramstein will be back through for the back 15, and nobody from Peterson is touching that time. Instead, they are focusing on to this P1 control. Ramstein will therefore just about take the lead. They send 1 player. I'm not particularly sure exactly why, but still, Ramstein, small advantage as we go into the next set.
And Loyal just went like full zombie mode, just like searching out for blood over with hard point time for no reason. And leaves his time with 1 member down. Upper hallway control still being maintained. Just got to be playing the trains. Kimura able to find first, softens up the defense up top for Soder to find the next. So they drop down and towards the time. Again, just about a tie game going in towards a 3rd set here on Hacienda.
Man, I don't even know what to say at this point, mate. It's just incredibly back and forth. This is one of the most intense hardpoints we've had just in terms of raw hardpoint control switching between the 2 teams. We've had this event. Ramstein now once again will take the advantage. 1 more player down low, and Kimura will actually get away. Also keep an eye on JR on the flank as well. Towards the hard point, Soda wants to try and take that control away from Ramstein. Would be nice, Ramstein, if you got that 10 seconds. That might well help you given how close this game is.
Gotta try to anchor on the spawns. JR was doing it the last time during P2. A lot of focus over towards the front. Just stray gunfights after stray gunfights. Loyals. Red dot gives away. Still finds the two-piece inside a Zig. 27 and 20. Guy is absolutely teeing off here. Start off the third set of hills. Peterson, they got the back spawns in. They're in for the initial time.
Peterson in. Initial hold's good. Are you going to be checking the jump up, though? Oh, it doesn't matter. Kimura turns, finds the 2. And now Peterson look like they might have the first important hold of this game. Ramstein spawning up towards the middle of the map. They've got to fly. Ice-T, tip of the spear. You've got a player up top for the help as well. Both shut down. Viz actually picks up Soda, so he's the only player left of this ensemble. Not going to happen. Kimura on 5 will shut him out.
Ramstein still had back spawns. Peterson are aware of this. Ice-T for 2. That is what you needed. Now you can start pushing through this current time. Watch player number 8. 3 AM. He's going to have a big one. Soder, he should be aware of it. Kimura's also going to find an exit over by open stairs. The foot race over towards New is here. 3 AM takes down 1 plus the trophy. He's got assistance up top. Viz is there for a 2-piece top plat. Spawns have flipped.
Oh, God. Now everybody flying through fences. We know this last one's a mess. Nice shots from Sota to get towards the hard point. Ramstein trying to put players exactly where that player was to pick it up. Omen is that guy for 2. Kimura, potential flank, though. Oh, Kimura for 2. Not number 3, though. The pistol shots are not tasty. Ramstein, they back right back in.
Head glitch being played by Viz. Finds another Ice-T's here, causing the space and the ruckus. So many suns, no trophy systems to speak of. 220 to 225. The time on the game clock would suggest that we are going towards another hard point. Neither team can close it out here.
3 AM, knows other time's important though. 3 AM! Oh, it's always the third one. That's just a little bit too much to ask for. That 10 seconds could be pivotal. Peterson, they've broken this hard point before. This hill is always back and forth, and Ramstein just cannot afford to let that happen. Flanking play from Kimura is not shut down. Players on the point, all down to Ice-T. He's shut out. Peterson, it looks like they've done it. Nobody from Ramstein's getting to the kill. Let's send it to a dealership.
Might as well. Guaranteed dealership map 5. We see it. We want it. The guys deliver on it. 250 to 220. An absolute barn burner of a conclusion here in the map number 4. Started off competitive. Finished competitive. Things you cannot ask for even more to be delivered. Ramstein being tested. Absolute push to the limits. Can Peterson complete the reverse sweep now?
That's the $1 million question, isn't it? It really is crazy that we're even in this position.
Thanks. Like seeing the dealership splash screen for the first time as we're loading on into the dealership. This entire tournament has been eluding this map mode combination. The newest addition as far as the S&D map pool is concerned. We'll have to see what Ramstein has to offer on offense.
Yeah, really smart by Ramstein, actually hit B off the start. Again, I mentioned the fact that A, you can get dominated right off the start, and with no trophies to work with in round number 1, well, you're going to have to get the easier bomb site. I will say at the same time, Peterson giving up this bomb site, basically, not a single member of the defense over here. That stun might not connect. Actually, it goes past. So JR has surprised them. Nice team shots to take Viz out of the play. And, well, you've now got to go for the views here with 40 seconds left.
I got full mid-map coverage. The lurking member of Omen is dealt with. So now you could just focus up, looking forward. Player over in the corner would be 3 AM. He's dealt with. He was just trying to focus over towards the gunfight that he did take down of JR. But by that point, mid-map was already completely covered, and that's why I started talking about it, man. Like, on offense and defense alike, the defense, of course, will make it to that mid-kitchen room first, but you still got to try to stop it as an offensive team. Any means necessary to deny that space, whether you're planting on A or B. It's such a crucial area of the map.
Post-plant setup just not that great there from Ramstein. You have to feel right as well, right? I mean, just not really watching each other. Granted, Peterson, I think, messed up just a tad, not having anybody in the site in the first instance. Either way. Still, they managed to clutch up. Shout out to Loyal and Kimura there, finishing that round with 2 kills apiece. And now they have the onus of getting the bomb. Might not have trophies yet still. That round was pretty quick from both teams. Nades over the top. There's that 4-nade setup. Is Omen safe? Absolutely not, but Nade's back. And Viz, well, he's much better for it.
Yeah, able to walk away with the 2-piece popcorn. That's a lot of space provided. Watch player number 2, Ice-T. He's going to get that info off the cross. He knows he's coming back towards over the bomb site. He's going to play his corners correctly. Has the engagement versus Loyal. Throws some shots, does not connect, but then just concedes the space. Playing it wisely.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised there if they were playing for the hit that Loyal actually even pushed out there, right? Because, you know, you no reason to do that if you're trying to get players to kind of come into your abode. But alas, they make the move. Now they are the ones that have to make the move overall in this search and destroy round. Through the middle of the map. Nobody watching this one. Soda, eyes out towards a B-bomb site. Wanted to get away with that cleanly. That's information now gained for Ramstein. And if you're a Viz on the A site, you have to be ready for a potential push to come your way. That's the play call. Loyal on one side. You've got Soda on the other. Loyal didn't get away with that kill quickly, but he will turn away some of the attention of the players. Ice-T towards the middle of the map now. Loyal surely shouldn't survive this. He's just found the perfect path to do exactly that. He's even going to pick up Ice-T for the middle of the map. And this bomb is now going to go down at B.
Completely broken their ankles. It was all just the bait play. You don't have any stuns and nades. I'll do it for you. Loyal just running around. Chicken head cut off type deal, but 3M will find him on the exit. 1v2 in the post for Soder.
All right, through the middle of the map. Oh, 3am on the wraparound. 3am to finish the kill. Good effort from Sota there. That wrap called perfectly from Ramstein. They couldn't see him on the bomb. He's got to be wrapping through to the middle of the map, and they called him out perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, Loyal was just burning trails all the way through the middle of the map. IC was chasing Ghost throughout all of it as well. That he just could not lock it down. Wherever Loyal went to is still just trying to be searched on. At this very point in time, until 3am finally took him out from the ticketed booth area. So, just odd altogether was that round, but we will be traded up here. Good set nade over the top from Biz to be able to make that round for what it was. That Ramstein had those numbers. That Peterson were still able to get that bomb planted is egregious, if you ask me. Here comes some more nades over the top. It is rehearsed from both sides, and, well, Vis not aware of it on this side of the bomb, apparently.
Kind of surprised, actually. Viz cut down. I guess Ramstein didn't fully invest like they did previously. So just Viz taken out of the play. And now you see this kind of slow play once again, right? Proper again. Ramstein, they're looking for some kind of regression from Peterson. I don't know if they're going to get it. So they're going to have to adapt their play sooner rather than later.
The delayed hit over towards A at this point. Can't imagine there's any utility left over. Kimura does have an RCXC, and if he sees this coming his way, he might just back up and let it rip.
Here we go. First point of entry. Soda will open up the garage door here. Try and provide some coverage. 3am down. There goes Omen as well. And there is no escape for you, Ice-T. Your feet have been spotted out. And yeah, you get shut out of the round as well. Sometimes you just lose the first blood and you don't know where to go.
Yeah. I mean, look, when you end up finding the first blood the way that you did, all off the nades and the connections, whether you knew that it only was the tags onto Vis, if there was any sort of late tags afterwards, you'd be able to get that information if they were paying attention to it. But just at that point, you just immediately knew that they were going to have a very delayed hit, all off of the set nades that you saw come through over on the A-bomb itself. Once that first blood confirms it, just play reactionary. Very difficult to retake space late on dealership. Ramstein found that out the hard way.
Peterson. Going to be B. It worked for them previously actually getting on the site, it's worth saying. It's just post-plant that's been a bit finicky. Player crouched close. Ice-T. Oh, wasn't patient enough. Was looking for the kill. He's put shots into 3 different players, and none of them result in a frag.
Nope. Oh, they do not. Bomb side vacated now the hard way. B will be the bomb of choice. 3M's timing for the exit won't be as good as the last. Gotta be worried about what Viz is going to be able to produce. Got an SMG. This angle, not going to reveal all too much.
Oh. Just don't know, do you? You should be able to check that close corner. Viz didn't technically clear it, but whether or not he's con that is a different story. Soda will give himself away for free again. JR, still the most important player in this passage of play. They didn't know about him. Now they do. Omen takes him out of the play. Kimura back to music now. Loyal in arches. And players just jumping on the bomb here. Viz finally takes Kimura out of the play. Loyal slide out. You just got to stop the bomb from being defused. He goes for a preempt thinking a different player is on it, but in fact they're not. In fact, they've gone for the kills, and Loyal not able to hold out. Ramstein, they cut it close, but they do retake the site.
Yeah, cut it real close. Okay, like you were saying, I mean, like, you get a player in the position inside of the break room, you get that little peek to be able to see the gun in that corner. Should be the first check every single time. You can see Omen playing in that exact corner. You're tucked so far further back, but most of the post plan was all set up inside of the arches. Like you were talking about there, JR was the one ace up their sleeve, I suppose. He was able to go 1-for-1 off the slide from 3M to be a completely different story, but 3v4 retake comes through from Ramstein. Not that easy to do as main defense is being traded here. Gotta be prepared for these set nades. Any trophies? Nope. Just gonna eat some nades. Be careful. And the trophy wasn't far enough. Oh, God.
These trophies, man. I talked about it. World class is not the term I would use, but it does at least not kill Ramstein. Stun out. Late util from Ramstein. No response. JR only takes 2 damage off that and hits the reload. I don't even know how this is happening. Ramstein just going to back away. They are not comfortable with the damage that they did.
Going to leave Omen behind as a lurk. See if you can find any upon exit. Oh, 3M's thinking about it. Don't do it, man. Don't make me talk about double dipping again. Oh, they about to be double dipping, Brody. Here we go. JR is still playing all the way on the backside. His weapon is freshly reloaded. And Peterson are still in a position to stop this. RCXC.
Oh. JR, shut down. Omen will take that RC car out of play. So 3 versus 3. You've got side control. Ice-T, you are overheating here. Get that rock down. You do not need to be the tip of the spear. Just try and turn around in your favor. You don't need mid-map control. You just need somebody watching your shoulder. Soda not able to get that kill because of that. Now Loyal through the vent, but you take trades. 2 versus 2 now. And Ramstein still watching the same angles on the bomb.
Trying to isolate where these players are coming from. Out from the slide door. Omen knew where the second one was, but not prepared for the immediate trade afterwards. He got good damage on a Soda. Needed to complete towards the trade. Watched his teammate die for the cause. Peterson going to get a retake.
Good retake from Peterson. Again, Ramstein just weren't, I think, fully clued in on the coverage of the teammates. There's not really much Omen can do there in a 1 versus 2 where he's got to look in a multitude of directions. So, fair play for Peterson for being able to push through that. Ramstein, though, I think will be unhappy with the way that one played out, despite the fact that they did manage to grant site control to themselves. So Peterson, off the back of that, Sota now on 3 in a row. Which bomb site do they choose? It is going to be an A. Trophy system needs to be fast. Nades over the top. Nobody there to actually meet it. Ramstein have played it pretty passively this time.
I sure have. Just waiting off of the reaction of what's going to be coming through the middle of the map. It's being watched like a hawk out of 3 a.m. Just trying to play for that timing. Early shots out of Fizz just to keep them warned. Ice-T's on a very fast route. Watch out for player number 2.
Can still blow this up. Are they watching it? Yeah, they are. They know. 3 a.m. though. He's not one to stop even if they know he's here. 3 a.m. The party has started. When's it gonna stop? For Peterson, pretty soon. Sota down. Ramstein with the flanks. They trap Peterson in.
Finally able to convert off of some really patient play. It hasn't really been their MO, especially through this best of 5 series. You go all the way back to the protocol search and destroy. Ramstein like being the more aggressor, but the long con play seems to be if nothing is scouted out through the middle of the map, we don't see anything besides the set nades that have been ceremoniously thrown at the top over by the A bomb execute for both of our 2 teams. Get a player to get activated. So this time it was Ice-T over on the B lane side. Ramstein ever so closer to getting an offensive round. Yeah, that's how far forward that trophy system needs to be. Well played.
Bomb's going to go down. Trophy system W. Using the coverage. Peterson have played this passively again. There goes one of the cars blown up. Flanking play is being made by Peterson, just like it was Ramstein in the last round. The player that was watching the flank actually going to alleviate that pressure as well, but Omen turns back, takes Soda out of the play. The players towards the spawn side are also going down. It is perfect from Ramstein. Nobody goes down.
And not bad for their first offensive round win. Just make it completely flawless. Nades over the top. There was no nades that were met by Peterson that time. I think that they were assuming the same thing that I was. You know, going in towards this, Ramstein, surely they don't try another fast execute over towards A. It didn't work the past 2 times. But third time's the charm, quite literally, as Ramstein are able to work their way towards the bomb site. Get the post plant set up. Nobody from Peterson were there to delay hit. Normally it was JR. I don't know where his opening positioning was to stop that, but the retake over towards that bomb site when you're down in numbers, a very difficult one.
Beautiful nades off the start. It feels like Ramstein have got the better look of those nades off the start as well, just generally speaking in this search and destroy. Right from frame 1 with Viz, I think it was that picked up that double. He's been phenomenal for the nades. 8 and 3. Peterson now once again feels stuck. They've got zero map control. They're trying to bully their way into the middle of the map. It's just not happening.
No, it is not. Gonna have to brute force their way through something. Loyal's thinking might have to be B. Bomb in Kimura's hand, as well as JR thinking maybe it has to be A, but there's no nades over the top to unearth where Omen would be positioning. Viz is also playing for the cross there through the middle of the map. Rips Kimura to shreds. Loyal's covering space all the way through. The bomb site finds first. He can push through.
Gotta push through. Gotta do it. You're gonna get the bomb down. At the very least will be something. Right now, escape towards the break room. That nade actually creates a lot of space for the players. JR is in that exact same spot that he's played this one before. So Ramstein should check this on the entry. They do. W slide out. Now just one player towards Archers. Loyal versus the world. And I don't know that Loyal can do anything. He's going to hit the regen straight towards site. But again, he has to be the re-entry. It's not going to happen. Ramstein. Oh boy. One round away.
Fortnite emo dance on him too. It's crazy. Ramstein up towards series point. Omen up to 8-5 now, and just really dissecting where that postman was going to be coming from. That's exactly what you want to see when you do have numbers out of Ramstein. When that first kill on transition came through, like Loyal just made one player completely evaporate from the scene. They just played for the retake. You knew that JR was probably going to be playing in the corner. Somebody was going to find out where the last player was going to be located at, isolate him with numbers. To combine 10 spree between three of the players. Ice-T, of course, got blooded in that previous round, but Ramstein marching their way to victory.
And it even feels like they're playing around the nades better now, right? I mean, like, a couple of nades
They're
off
learning.
the top. Yeah, they absolutely are learning. A couple of nades over the top, right? Peterson, they are expecting kills. Ramstein like, all right, cool, we're just going to play a little bit passively here. We've got at least 30 seconds to burn off this round. That's more utility, actually, I think, sent Ramstein's way as well. So now Peterson can start to make the move forward here. Couple of players on towards A. They've got to get through. Ramstein, they have to make a choice now. Here we go. Finally, Loyal. Just spotted out one. He's been spotted out as well. Ice-T, they do not know about him. And it's a beast of movement that Solid Snake would be proud of. Ice-T finally goes off, and he'll take Loyal out of the plate.
Yeah, able to get top office control now. Watch this push all the way through the break room. Zoder's going to hop up through the ace unit. That's such a brain-dead play, but it pays off. Almost walks away with a second. Now 30 seconds, 3v2.
Got side control. Peterson should not be able to stop you from getting this bomb down. Trophy should catch this nade. Doesn't. Goes past. 3AM actually weak off the back of that, but Omen's good for the coverage. JR, you know where he is. He was the one who threw that nade. Oh, and doesn't even find the first kill. It takes them to 5, but Ramstein do close out this series reverse sweep. That's been denied.
6-3 in this search and destroy. 6-2 in the protocol map number 2 in its Viz. 11-3 in this map number 5. He's leading the way. He was the one that called that RCXD that found all of the information, or I guess lack thereof, information over by this A bomb. So they were able to figure that out quite literally in the blink of an RCXD's explosion.
Go to our post-match interview. We've got Ice-T ready to go. Production, listen to me. I specifically requested that we get Ice-T for the post-match interview. First and foremost, congratulations, mate, on the dub. It was a hell of a match for Proper and I to sit here and cast through that series. I got to talk about you as an individual first, because you were beaming through that series, especially in that control. You guys playing so well at the start. I think you went on something like a 12 spree. I mean, talk me through where you guys are at after that 12 spree from you.
I think we got like, I don't really remember that round, kind of like blacked out when it was happening. But I know that we were trying to push up the map and like trying to get control. And like, I was trying to hype my teammates up as well, because we were kind of, we like trolled a little bit of our rounds, but I'm glad at the end that we eventually won the S&D at the end. I got carried, so.
I mean, it's a little bit more than that, too, Ice-T. I think it's the overall teamwork. You go back to the protocol search and destroy, and, like, when you go and you have the chance to, like, go back and, like, look at the scoreboard for that, it would also replicate just, like, y'all's teamwork. Like, you're going to have, like, these pop-off moments, like the 12 spree, like you said, blacked out. That flow state was absolutely insane. Your hardpoint map 1 performance, absolutely blackout insane as well. But, like, just overall as, like, the team cohesion, you know, we heard it from 3AM. Y'all's preparation leading in towards this. I think that the protocol search and destroy was kind of like a gut check call. Given that you lost it in a map 5 to Cannon yesterday. Did y'all go back to study that VOD to practice for Search and Destroy today?
We didn't. But I think it's because we're all naturally talented and we know what we should be doing. We shouldn't have lost to Cannon, but they got the better of us. We're excited to hopefully run through Buckley or whoever wins the next game, and then face Langley, and then face Cannon.
I believe that it is going to be Buckley. We haven't actually given that update to everyone right yet, but yeah, but it is going to be Buckley that you guys are facing next. And you said you shouldn't have lost to Cannon. Well, you might get a chance to face them again if you do get through Buckley, and then obviously Cannon end up losing that upper bracket final. They're playing a little bit. Again, I just want to say congratulations on the dub. Before we let you go, a couple of questions. I have one that is totally not important to the broadcast, but I've got to ask it anyway. You're named Ice-T. Do you like iced tea? And is there like a favorite flavor of iced tea that you love, or is it just like the basic one?
I love like Arizona iced tea, but I only named it because I chose like iced, and then like first name starts with T, so that's how I like came up with it. Yeah.
I love that.
I love that. I love that. I love that. Dude, honestly, it's just the food side of me. It's the fat side of me that loves food. Anyway, other than that, obviously, we've been doing this for everybody. Is there any shout-outs you want to give anyone back home or back at base?
Yes, I want to thank my beautiful wife for supporting me through all this and this gaming thing and my career. Without her, I wouldn't be able to do this. I like to shout out my squadron for letting me come out here, my commander and my team DOA, and then the boys for playing out of their minds today so we can win this Peterson match, move on in the tournament.
All right, man. Well, look, congratulations again on the dub. We'll see you again in literally like 15 minutes or so because you got a next game to prepare for.
Yes, thank you.